Hello, everybody. It never gets old, does it? I love that. What's going on, everybody? Happy week before Christmas. Hopefully everybody has their Christmas shopping done. I don't even want to get started in it. So tonight we're going to have a great show. Hey, guys, I'm going to start out by giving everybody a shout out in chat. I appreciate everybody. What's going on? If you're not chatting in chat, please do so I can see your name pop up. First off, I want to say hello to James and Katie. Hello, guys. What's going on? I want to say hello to Betty. I know Betty's watching in the background. Hello, Sister Betty. And I want to say hello to Dee and Cindy, too. If I don't say hello to them, I get an earful. And it's held against me usually. So I need to make sure that I take care of the fine ladies who take care of me. So let's start saying hello to all the other great, important people in my chat here. I see 3+1 Outdoors. What's going on? Alan Pershala. What's going on, Alan? There's Art, One Ton Fishing Club. What's going on, Art? How you doing? There's Brad Dover. What's going on, Brad? How you doing? There's Bugman22. What's going on? I see crew member Lyle Stokes from Catfish Weekly. What's going on, Lyle? I played that intro just for him because he loves it. It never gets old. I see Catfishing with Kaz in the house. What's going on? Kaz, how you doing? I see Chrissy Brown. What's up, Cindy Stokes again? Crappie Day Fish On, another crew member. Thank you for your support. Dale Hayslip, what's up, Dale? I see Fishing Freedom in the house, another crew member. What's going on? Fishing with Squirrel. I see crew member Chad from Fishing with the Chad. What's going on, Chad? Fishing and Cooking with Mike Chavez. What's going on, my friend? I see JBT from Fishing with JBT in the house. Glenn Tillman, what's up, buddy? Bumping Mike Greenwell from Greenwell Fishing. There's Haz Life. What's going on, Haz? How you doing? It's All Mine. Michelle, make sure you check out her channel. Great cooking channel. She cooks some good stuff. Takes good care of LG Bass. I see Joe Zegler in the house. Joey Christ in the house. I think that's a new one. Welcome, Joey. How you doing? Lance McCougai, what's up? LG Bass crew member, what's going on? Tom, how you doing, bud? He's got his show on Wednesday nights. Make sure you check it out. I think it's 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me in chat if I'm wrong, Tom. There's Lizabella Kirkpatrick, Thomas. Her and James both have their show on Saturday nights. That's a great little game show that they have. Trivia show with everybody asking questions about about fishing, catfishing, and the catfishing community. Cool stuff. I see Maurice Kaysen. What's up, Maurice? How you doing, bud? I saw him for like the second time on Avid's show for his 1K show. Avid scooped Lyle on Maurice. Mr. Gadget Fishing, what's up? There's Roger over at Muskrat Adventures. There's crew member Nina from Nina's Kayak Crew. What's going on, Nina? Thank you for putting up with Freddie. I know it's a full-time job. We appreciate you for that. There's Parker Pursuits in the house. Philip Williams. There's crew member Pontoon Jody Catfishing. She says she's my number one fan. She also says she's Catfish Weekly's number one fan. She's Brian's number one fan. Did she say she's your number one fan, Freddie?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Keep your hopes up because she's number one fan of everybody. We got Parker. I said hello to Parker. Philip Williams in the house. Real Gals Fishing. What's going on? Real Time Catfishing. What's up, Mr. Parker? You and Dana did a fantastic job on Catfish Weekly. We got Robert Andrews in the house. Ryan Bortz, Blue Collar Fishing. He's got a video up that he said he dropped today, so you might want to check that out after the show. There's Ryan over at Setting Hooks and Crossing Eyes. Look him up on Instagram. He's always posting his cool fishing pictures there. We got Skin and Scales Fishing. What's up, buddy? There's Josh, the Weekend Angler. All he wants for Christmas is a blue wrench on Catfish Weekly. I told him I can't make any promises. Can't make any promises. 3B's Fishing. What's going on, buddy? We got a WLB Fishing in the house. I think that's a new one. And we got Matt at Want to Be Outdoors. There's Betty. She showed up. There she is. She showed her face. Art, Bugman. I'm making sure I didn't miss anybody. I see Chrissy Brown in the house. I think I said hello to Chrissy. I'll say it to her again. Let's see who else is in here. Make sure I didn't miss anybody because I hate missing anybody. I want to remind everybody that at this time, let's see. Oh, he asked Santa himself and he got what he wished. Well, good for you. There's Thomas from Laughing Cats Fishing. I seen his name just pop up. Let's see who else we got. Fishing with Steve Mosley in the house. We have 68 people in chat. Thank you very much for coming in. We appreciate it. Potomac River Monsters is in the house. Let's see what we got going on here. See, there she goes again. See? I'm proud of that. I got a real nice card from Jody, just like you, Brian.
Really?
Yep. I felt like I was important. I kind of felt bad because it was sitting in my P.O. box like for a week and a half. Long story. We can talk. We can talk about that later. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? I see somebody named Dink over Stink, I guess. I don't know if that's a name. Welcome. Brandon's Outdoor Adventures. There's Van over at V3 Custom KY. What's going on, Van? Parker Pursuits, Chicken Man. What's up, Parker? Fishing for Whiskers. Man, they keep coming in. We're up to 79 people in chat. That's cool. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. It helps in the algorithm with YouTube. There's Sandy, Silver Fox Fishing. Mike Irvin. What's going on, Mike? There's Dana Parker. Look at this. I get both the Parkers in my chat. I feel special now. That's awesome. 3B's Fishing. I said, look, I think I got everybody. Man, it gets to be a lot. I feel very blessed to do so. Jersey River Rats in the house. I think I got everybody. You guys see anybody I missed?
Nope.
No, let me take care of this.
You might have said it. I see Larry 3+1.
I did say that, but we'll say hello again to Larry. I'm never sure if it's Larry or Cody on there.
I think Cody say Cody 3+1, unless he.
I do. This is true. This is definitely true. All right. Welcome to the Catfish and Crappie Podcast. My name is Mark, and today I have two great guests. You know what? I am going to have to do something here. We'll explain why later. There we go. We're going to put Brian on in the top box, and Freddie, I'm sorry, we'll put him down there. Not that he's less important or anything, but that's just the order of operation. If you're listening on the podcast, we're going to explain in a few. You guys will figure it out. If you're listening on a podcast, remember you can always come on here and watch this because it happens live in front of a live chat box audience. So it's a little different than a lot of the stuff that's out there, but we like to do it. We love everybody that's in the Catfish family, like Whisker Pig Fishing, who I think I might have forgotten to say hello, but welcome, my friend. All right. So this weekend, I was given the privilege of hosting a tournament on Brian's channel. It was the beer. What was the technical name that you guys gave it?
I can't remember, Mark. That was Saturday.
That was Saturday.
That's
because you never. That's because you never sleep. You're always on here.
I definitely didn't go to sleep Friday.
That we know. You're dragging me into that whole never sleep deal. I'm becoming part. You guys are a bad influence on me. You and Jody must have went like 4 days live streaming with you guys without getting any sleep. And if you guys want to catch some of that stuff, make sure you check out the description, whether it's on a podcast or the live show here. We got links to everybody's channel. And if you go there, give them a subscription after you watch their content. And I know you'll find them worthy. You'll get notified if you ring that little bell. And every time they go live for their shenanigans, you'll be able to join in the fun. Who knows? Maybe they'll even invite you in and they'll suck you into those shenanigans, and then you'll never get any sleep like me. It's quite the experience. So I call it the Battle of the Beards. There we go. Or Beard Battle Wrap-Up Show is what we're calling this one. Basically, Freddie, tell me what the deal was. Who called out who? Well, let's start with what was. Outline what the actual competition was. It was a one-on-one tournament, correct?
Yes, sir. It was a 1-versus-1, myself versus Brian. What kind of got it started, me being a new guy to the catfish community and catfish scene, I've seen a lot of these call-outs, 1-versus-1s, and, Brian's been he's been a tough opponent to pretty much everybody he's faced. So I figured why not step my game up and try to jump headstrong all into this thing and call him out. So I'm like, he's got a beard. I got a beard. Mine's beautiful, masterful, gracious looking. If I challenge him, I'm sure he'll take the challenge. So that's where it came about. And then, so that's how it all started. So, and then we talked back and forth, little jokester and back and forth, little smack talk. And then this past Saturday, it happened.
Is there such a thing as a little smack talk going on with everybody? No such thing.
No, never heard of it.
It gets pretty relentless, and if you got a thick skin, I please take part in it. But if you don't, I don't recommend it. Yeah, I really don't. So when did you call him out?
Oh, it's been 2 months ago. I want to say about a month and a half, 2 months ago, somewhere around there. So it's been a while in the making because Brian had a couple other things he had to do last month before we could get to this, and then I had a couple tournaments I was in. I was in the Slab Master tournament, and then most recently, weekend before last, I was in the Walmart Bait Challenge tournament that Palmetto Cats had. So we had to figure out a schedule where we both could make it. So,
and what were your first impressions, Brian, when he came to you with this challenge?
Off with his beard.
So you weren't worried at all?
No. I don't get nervous. I get anxious, especially the day before a tournament. Anything. Competition is my drive.
Hence no sleeping, and you just drag everybody down with you.
Yeah. Come on.
Now I see how it is. Insomnia loves company, I take it, right?
Yeah. I guess.
That's pretty much it. There's definitely a group out there in the community that they just don't sleep, plain and simple.
Yeah.
They really don't. Oh, at my age too, though, I pay the price for that stuff.
I think I've been letting Hans sleep a little bit, and I've been taking his seat for a little while.
Well, Hans is keeping busy with the new baby and stuff, so it's understandable. So, but he's still popping in every now and then. I'm thinking that's when it's his turn at feeding time or something, right?
Probably so.
Kill two birds with one stone. I definitely would take advantage of that. Something to keep me company while I was up doing that. So, and hopefully everything's great with his family and especially with it being his first Christmas. I want to tell everybody out there in podcast land to have a very happy, a very Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, have a happy holiday. We appreciate each and every one of you. I want to thank you guys for listening. If you could follow the podcast, that would be great. If you're listening to this, or if you're watching this on YouTube, if I could get a subscription and that thumbs up, I really would appreciate too. That's what I want for Christmas.
Yeah.
Everybody, I want your thumbs up and subscriptions for Christmas. That's all I want. That's not too much to ask.
Let me hit it again. All right, hit it once.
You can. Sometimes, like when I'm on Chad's show, I'll unhit it and hit it again. Just it makes me feel like I'm giving my buddies like some good stuff. And when he really makes me want to feel given, I'll unsubscribe and resubscribe to his channel. I'll do that a couple times in a day sometimes.
Yeah.
And then I'll tell him about it, and there's just no appreciation there.
Nasty emojis and stuff like that. You're just a nasty guy.
I got some comments in chat that I have no idea what's about, but we'll talk about them later, Matt. You can explain to me in a message. So, all right. So let's tell everybody where you guys were fishing. Let's start with you, Brian. Where did you fish Saturday morning, I should say?
The good old Potomac River.
Potomac River. Now, I heard in a chat that I was kind of just sitting back while I was working that there's another name for the Potomac River that you Potomac guys aren't liking too much these days. Oh, there he goes. He just went to black. I guess we're not talking about that. All right, we can pass that up. So you fished the Potomac River and it was in your boat, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you had your fishing partner with you, right? And his name is?
E. everybody know. I forgot what CatCon Kev called him, but my man E. Yep. When that boat go out, E going out with it.
So what? All right. Every time I see you out on a tournament and you're fishing with E when you're out there, and I'm always wondering to myself, is that the smartest decision to make? Because what if he catches that? Well, he did in the one where he got a monster, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. But he was included in it, so.
He was included. It was per boat. Well, this one had nothing to do with boat. So, what if he'd have gotten, the fish that we don't know what the outcome is as of yet, especially for the people in podcast land. But what if he caught the fish that would have saved your beard? How would you have felt about that?
I would have. I probably would have scooted the boat up just a little bit. Hopefully, I got the next one.
But you hear what I'm saying?
You never know.
That's like cutting your probability in half by having that second person fishing and not being included in the tournament, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, but depending on the rules and regulations, I'll take 2 or 3 of my rods and put them up there, and when they hit, he don't got no problem throwing that net down and getting them. He get just as excited by throwing the net out there to get it. So it don't make a difference.
So Freddie, fill us in on the rules. What were the rules of the tournament?
Well, they were pretty simple. It was most weight, but the key was it had to be 10 pounds or more to count. So if it was under 10 pounds, we couldn't add it into our weight. So to me, I thought that was a smart decision throwing that out there against Brian because for those that don't watch us that much, Brian catches a ton of fish. Hands down, he's probably one of the best fishermen that I know as far as catching quantities of fish. However, he got a nickname. I won't say it, but he's got a nickname that keeps him relatively under that a lot, so I thought that 10-pound mark would benefit me. So that's where that part of the rule came in. Other than that, it was rod for rod. If you wanted to throw 20 rods off your boat, you could throw 20 rods. If you wanted to throw 3, you could throw 3. So,
and you guys ended up what? You guys settled on how many? Wasn't there an 8-rod rule?
It wasn't a rule, but I think I started out with 8 rods, and I think most of the day I went back down to about 6 because I'm in a little 12-foot plastic John boat that by myself. So it's a little more comfortable with 5 or 6 rods versus the 8 that I started out with.
Did you try and bring Nina with you?
I was going to, but the weather was iffy, so I didn't want to. On that case, for safety reasons, the boat, I can handle the boat a little easier by myself if the weather does get a little rough. And what kind and what? Well, what's the brand name of that boat again? I keep saying it's one of those Bass Cats. I think the same company makes them all, but what's the brand? A Sunfish? Which one is it that you have? It's the Field and Stream Sportsman, but it's the same as they're all the same. They're made.
Yeah, I think they're all. They might be made by Coleman, if I'm not mistaken, or whoever makes that. I'm not sure. And the reason why I ask is I was going to lead to this question as to what are you using to power that?
Well, what I've got on the back of it right now is a little 3.5 horse weed eater motor. Bought off Amazon. It pushes me around fine. If me and my wife Nina are in it, it'll push us okay. It'll top out with me by myself and my gear about 5.5, maybe 6 miles an hour. So I'm not going anywhere fast. And then on the front, I've got a 30-pound thrust Minn Kota trolling motor. So
you got a trolling motor and a gas powered motor on that little thing. You're not messing around, are you?
No, sir.
So tell us a little bit about your journey to where you were fishing. How was that?
Well, I'd been fishing that lake. The lake I was on, it's Clark's Hill Lake, as some call it, or others call it Strom Thurmond Reservoir. It's the same lake. It's part of the Savannah River chain that separates South Carolina and Georgia. I've been fishing the upper part of the lake for the past couple weeks in a month-long bank tournament, which I'm doing pretty good. I'm in 7th place out of 20 contestants right now, so I'm hanging in there with that. But wasn't sure as far as the boat, because that part of the lake is real shallow, and this cold weather tends to push these bigger cats into a little bit deeper waters. So I reached out and had a couple people get back with me of where I should put in at. So I checked out the night before. I actually talked to Brian. I was at one where I put in at just to check the signal to make sure I had enough signal to be able to launch there. So that's kind of word of mouth. 3 days prior to me in this tournament, there was a guy out there that caught 12, 13, and there were 20-plus pounders. So that got my decision that, all right, bigger fish are in this area. That's where I'm going to go to try to do it.
That'll happen. I've been to I drove all the way to Ohio to get my first blue cat, and the day before, Mr. Chris Souders nailed him. We were right in the same spots where he did. We didn't catch it. We couldn't fish a lick that day. I drove all the way to Ohio, and that day I caught a channel cat. I did ended up with a blue cat, not there, but I was worried. I drove all the way out there to get a channel cat, and the company was great, but that day the fishing was rough. But I still look forward to fishing that river. I was one of the places I always wanted to fish, and that was fun. But I get how you're feeling. They're not always there the next day. That's the problem. So would you consider this person that put you on that spot a friend of yours to this day? Or are you done with him? Oh, he is? Okay.
No, he's still a great friend. He's actually in the chat. I won't say his name. He can put a comment if he wants. But there was during the day that we were there, that I was there, there were guys catching fish not far from me, but just not right where I was at. So where I started, I should say.
And how about you, Brian? How did you come to pick the spot you're at? From, if I'm not mistaken, didn't you say that it's been a while before you fished those spots?
Yeah, I haven't. Well, it's not a while. It's been a while, but my while has been probably 3 weeks since I fished that spot. I've been up, lower on the lower end of the lake, the river, saying lake. I ain't fished a lake a day in my life. But I know 2 spots over there produce big fish, so I was going for quality more so, not quantity. And yeah, didn't get on a monster, but
were you thinking you might catch a monster on those spots?
Yeah, but I stayed in one spot a little. I think I stayed in one spot a little too long, just waiting. That's fishing, so
sometimes you got to stick and move, but that gets if you're catching fish and leaving fish to find fish is usually a hard thing to do. You had caught, if I don't have the scoreboard or the scorecard that I had set up here, but I think you put like 7 in a boat that with my 6 or 7 in a boat that weren't 10 pounds or greater, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you were on the fish, and then you put some more fish on that were right at 10 pounds, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, barely.
Yeah, hey, that's all that counts, right?
Yeah, I'll take it.
And how do you feel those spots perform for you that day? Obviously, if you guys are listening, Brian did win the competition, but we're going to get to that towards the end. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But how do you feel those spots performed for you?
At this time of year, it performed okay for what I was doing. Because if I was sitting there, just wasn't in the tournament, didn't have to get a good quality size fish, I would have sat there and dinked the fish to death until boom, a 50, 40, whatever hit. Because eventually it's coming, because they for some reason they come up and feed in that spot. So I was just waiting.
Chad's got a question. How does Brian get so lucky to beat obviously much better fishermen than him?
It's the color of the beard. You got to dye it. So cut it off.
I have to say, I do have beard envy for both of you guys. So, I mean, it was, as far as I'm concerned, those were some pretty drastic wagers you guys made. Because most guys that have beards, you usually got a beard because you're pretty ugly under them beards. I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna find out pretty soon. One of them, or are we? I know at the end of the competition, we'll let the cat out of the bag. Brian did win. With a closing weight of like 20, I'm going to say right at like 21 pounds, right? 20.67 pounds, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's like that.
With a 10 pound or greater one, it doesn't get much closer than that. And at the end, Brian was kind enough to offer Freddie the opportunity not to shave his beard. We'll get to that too. I thought that was pretty kind to him. It was pretty nice of him to do that. I'd have made him shave it, but then again, you know, I've been called mean things in my life. Also, you're going to have all sorts of people calling you out thinking that you're not going to follow through with the bet. But I can understand it.
Say that.
I don't know.
I was thinking it. I didn't say it out loud.
Now Chad's reading minds. Maybe the internet. Chad just asked, what the hell? He just called me fat. Did he just call me fat? We got a lot of people coming in to chat here. I'm trying to keep track of everybody so I don't miss anybody. Let me shout out to Kevin Baker. I see Eric B in the house. I did also see Cody Robinson come in. There's Haz. What's going on, Haz? If I didn't say hello to you, I see Justin's fishing fetish. Justin's fishing fetish. What's up, Justin? And I did see Kevin in there. Hey, what's going on? So someone said he told me to diet. We all need to diet. The first of the year is coming up quick. So we might definitely need and we might definitely need some of us, not I'm not going to name anybody, but some of us need to make New Year's resolutions this year and stick with them. Mine is to catch more fish. How about that?
Yeah, mine too.
So you guys started at 9 a.m. Eastern time. That's is that because of the winter, or do you guys usually start about that time fishing in the morning?
No, me personally, I said 9 because it gives time for the sun to get up and warm up a little bit. Getting out there in that cold, it's kind of hard to warm up when it ain't really that warm. Get out there and be comfortable halfway. Summertime, I can go out 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning before the sun come up.
Yeah, well, if I'm daytime fishing, it's always right at the crack of dawn. I like to get on there and before the water gets kind of busy and beat everybody to the boat ramp and stuff. Out here, I'll try fishing during the week and stuff. On a weekend, that's a different story. It'll get pretty busy out there, but also that sun has a lot to do with it, especially this time of year. It's a little warmer when the sun's up, and most of my ramps don't open until day up, except for like 2, I believe. I could be wrong. There's a few more that you can get in and out of other than that, but the ones I like, they open up at daylight. So how are you feeling about the outcome, Freddie?
Disappointed that I didn't catch a fish. So we'll let the cat out the bag. I didn't catch a single catfish on Saturday. I did catch a really nice shell cracker or brim, whatever you want to call it. It was double hand size, so it was filleable to put on the grill. So it was catch a catfish. So
it was a big one, and I thought that fresh bait might be the ticket, and we were all kind of hoping. I know Chad was helping host the event, or MC the event, I should say. And when we saw you catch that, we were definitely thinking that fresh bait might have been the key. And you were one big fish away from at least catching up to Brian, right? Because if you'd have gotten a 20-pounder, you'd have been right there. A few ounces that have caught up. Did that make you worry at all, Brian? Honestly.
No. I'm not saying it being cocky or nothing. I just felt as though he was just in a bad spot. So
people are putting
catfish get a little greedy. So if he didn't catch none in the first couple hours, that brim wasn't going to change the game.
No, it wasn't.
The funny thing is, where I usually fish from, like I said, up on the upper part of the lake. I went up there after on my way home. It started pouring down rain on me, but I stopped through there, and there were two guys up there fishing. One of them had 4 fish on a stringer. Each one of them were, I think, around that 8 to 10 pound. Another one had caught, I think, 9 fish from my spot, and they were all between 5 and 15 pounds. So picked the wrong spot for the wrong day.
Sometimes that'll happen.
That's why it's called fishing.
You mind if I use that? You mind if I use that excuse?
It was an honor. You know, it was a blast. It was an honor. We had a great time, even though I wasn't catching fish. You know, I did have a little bit of wind issue about halfway through the day. Wind picked up real bad, but that's part of being on the water. You know, you have to take those chances. But no, it was a great day, and I have to put the hands down and say Brian is the better man on that day anyway.
I'm about to say just that day.
Oh, look at this.
And skunk the next time.
Here's a perfect example of smack talk and how everybody, kind of gives everybody some smack talk, and then after the fact, it's like they're all hugs and kisses and brother this and brother that, and I don't really like it. I want to see the drama keep going. So you guys aren't helping with the TV here. So
he just I was waiting, but he went on to announce that he skunked. I was going to get him on that one. At least make it, at least catch a fish.
That makes for a long day, Freddie, doesn't it?
It does. It that 5 hours that we were there, that was 5 painful hours. That part was painful.
I've been there, done that, especially on these online tournaments. I fished in Chad's Slab Masters, and I ain't gonna lie, to hear them announce everybody else catching fish and me like struggling there, like right at the last 3 hours was rough, and it'll get to you. It'll get in your head. It'll mess with your confidence, and I'm a firm believer that confidence is a lot. There's comments in chat here. Let me take care of something here, guys. Sorry. There we go. Game on. Anyways, I had to take somebody's wrench away. Nobody even had to pay me for that one.
Oh, wow.
Where was I going? I lost stream of thought here.
We were at
the whole tournament thing. When it's rough, you start out strong, or if you start out at all, and then you start seeing that other people are doing well. It really does play a game with your head, doesn't it?
Oh yeah,
it gets into your head, doesn't it, Freddie?
It does. It got to me probably that last hour. It did get to me a little bit. I'm like, what did I get myself into? Why did I do this quick, especially being new to the catfishing game, not really knowing how to fish for catfish specifically in the winter. So
I'm sorry. I was taking care of something in chat. Oh, there we go. Thank you, D. Here we go. The sharks are out. Jody's already, we got Jody shark signs going on in chat. If you guys want to come in and watch the madness, it's probably going to break out in the chat box. I have a feeling a lot of people are going to start getting the band hammer in there. So where were we? So how often does that head game play into your fishing, Brian?
Seems like it pretty much works every time, except for once. I mean, I think I see fishing with the Chad in there. He knows about,
Well, you fished against Chad in the past, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got in his head a little bit. I had him nervous the night before.
And what was the outcome of that one?
I think I whooped him pretty bad. That's what the people told me.
I think there needs to be a 1 versus 1 call out on my channel. That's one that I would definitely love to host. I think that would be a lot of fun.
I don't know if he would do it though.
No, did you just call him scared when he can't reply because his own wife banned him in chat?
Yeah, he probably scared.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me block him on Facebook.
Just turn off notifications. Is that what I'm hearing? Is he private messaging you already?
He's been doing that the whole time.
I wonder how many private messages I got. Yeah, I got a few too.
Yeah, I don't even look at my messages while I'm on one of these.
I'm on my computer, so I got it. I got my tablet and my phone going bing at the same time.
Bing bong.
Right. Yeah, but I try to talk trash a little bit. D said Chad accepts. There's some rules to that, D. You might want to be careful because you cannot be on the boat with him.
Well, she could be on the boat. Well, do you think D is his lucky charm? Everybody always says D does the heavy lifting and catches all the fish.
Yeah, she's the lucky charm.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe you can have Chris from Hooks and Hammocks get on the boat with him because I heard them two together don't catch fish either.
I want him and Lee Evans on the boat with him at the same time. I think somebody
up now.
That definitely would be something. He's probably going to throw like one of his buddies in the boat with him. It should be a 1 versus 1. No other. Well, but then that would mean that E can't go with you. And you were saying that E has to be in there. Maybe it's boat versus boat. You guys need to think long and hard about what these rules are.
You don't want to do boat versus boat. I know he doesn't want to do that.
I would let you guys set your own rules and stuff, except for like the standard ones like I usually have, which are common sense ones. Maybe I'll throw I don't know, maybe you guys should do a 2-rod max or something like that. What do you think about that, Brian?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
2-rod maximum per angler.
2-rod max. And it'd be what? Boat challenge.
Boat challenge.
1v1.
That would be like 1 rod for you, 1 rod for E.
That's good.
Let's see, we can get stirred up. A lot of people, I know every state has different rules and stipulations. I'm learning that even here, if we have it's more of a hook limit than it is a rod limit, I've been told, as long as the rods are labeled with your name and phone number. We don't even have to have our license number on there. So I may be fishing with some more rods than usual. Usually I'll fish 3, but the part of the river I can fish in, it allows you to do that in a couple of other places. So Jody says untouchable. For a second there, I thought she said Uncrustable, and those are probably one of my favorite snacks too.
Yeah, I mean, if Chad wants to take that challenge, he wants to jump out there. We don't have to bet a bid or nothing. I mean, I beat him the first time, and if I beat him the next time, then it's just out the window anymore. He can't challenge me anymore.
Shouldn't he have to beat somebody else to come and be able to battle you again first?
You know what? I say battle at a bait shop, and the winner gets a rematch.
Ooh, I'm liking that idea.
So
I mean, I beat both of them. Matter of fact, I should be the host of the bait shop, and them two as co-hosts.
I thought you were going to make it difficult when you said a battle of the bait shop. You were going to have J-Dog whoop him. Where is J-Dog? I'm calling him out here. I don't see him in chat either.
I ain't seen J-Dog. Me and J-Dog going to have a battle with the BFFs.
Is that what's going on there? He's probably playing grab ass with Lee somewhere.
But yeah, I like that idea, Brian. Me versus Chad. The winner gets a rematch with you. That wouldn't be bad either.
Oh, Fishing with the Chad is back.
Oh, welcome back.
And he says, but I caught fish. Freddie can't fish worth a lick.
Yeah, he does have a point.
Well, hold on now. Chad's in the boat month-long tournament, right? I believe he's in dead last right now.
I'm not in that one, so I can't.
But in the bank tournament, I think there's 5 boats, and he's in 5th place. Now we on the bank is 20 anglers, and I'm in 7th out of 20. So,
So tell us about this. You know what? You've been doing pretty good on the bank, right? I noticed that. Last couple of times you got on a couple of spots, you've been doing good. Why did you change up what you were doing and get in a boat? Was that part of the rules? You needed to be in your boat?
No, I knew Brian was going to be on the boat, and I knew for me to be able to get to the well-known deeper spots, deeper parts, there's limited bank access to get to the deeper holes where I was at. So my best bet to get to those deeper spots would have been from the boat. That was the main decision with that.
So you were thinking on a weekend that spot might have had a bunch of people on it?
He took bad intel. That's what he did.
Somebody gave you bad intel.
He took bad intel was what happened. Because the person that gave you that information, you know, I'm their number one fan. As Jody would say. Nah, I know who told you. You told me the night before. But it is.
Yeah, I already got messages about who gave you that intel, and they are in chat. Mm-hmm. And I think maybe at least they need to take care of you, Freddie, and make it up to you somehow for steering you into a skunk. That's pretty harsh as far as it goes. But I'm sure they meant well, or did they? Are they really your friend?
I don't know.
Sometimes you got to question those things. You don't always know.
Yeah, I know.
What you think?
Yeah, I don't know.
What you think? Battle of the bait shop to see who get a rematch first?
I don't know. Why is Freddie asking for a rematch already? You can't let him rematch you until he grows that beard back.
Okay, this is what I'll do. Me, my boat versus their boat. Their boats. They can go in separate boats.
Oh.
We had one person on the boat with you. Most weight wins. So in reality, I'll probably be going against, it'll be me and E on the boat, of course. And it'll be 3 to 4 people that I'm going against.
I tried giving Chad his wrench back in the chat, and Avid's already booting him before he even says anything. I just gave him the wrench back. Now I'm going to have to deal with him after the show. He's going to be very crabby. Thanks a lot. I wasn't quick enough to give it back to him. I gave Matt his.
Roger, nobody's swapping rivers. I'm not driving to the Ohio where there's no fish. I'm not crazy.
I did it.
That's because you're crazy.
There's fish in the Ohio. They get on some fish. Muskrat gets on some fish. J-Dog does. Chad does. There's some fish in there.
Chad just messaged me and said, who said that Freddie's part of the bait shop anymore?
I was waiting on it.
Dee's telling me that he's not very happy. I gave him his wrench back, even though during he's timed out. So when he comes back, he'll be protected. So,
since I can't speak in chat. Uh-oh.
Wow.
Then he sent me an emoji say, "Ain't nobody scared of you."
The real that'll be interesting. That'll be a good one. We'll do a New Year's battle. We'll do it after Chad's Winter Blues tournament. I think we can get that set up, and I think we'll have a lot of fun. We got a lot of tournaments coming up in the next year. So if you're listening podcast land, come on over to YouTube, subscribe to all our channels. You'll see the shenanigans going in full force. It's a good way to spend the day. if you're at home doing stuff, or if you're at home not doing stuff, if you can't get on the water, it's usually a lot of fun to watch. So, and some tournaments are actually pretty nail biting. I had Brian and Creole on my 1v1 Survivor series, and that was pretty nail biter. I mean, for everybody, it came down to
5 pounds.
5 pounds.
5 pounds. It was great though. That's fun. That's a tournament for you.
That's a long-term one. There's a little bit of money on the line too. We're going to do it again in March. I'm calling it March of Madness, 1v1. I'm trying to figure out a way to give you and Creole a buy-in, but you guys are going to be on opposite sides of the bracket, so you got to earn a rematch that way. I think that'll be pretty good. I have full confidence in both of you guys. I don't have favorites, but I definitely know people that are going to do good. But we're going to do the randomizer, so we're going to let anybody and everybody who wants to be part of it get in on it. If you're listening on a podcast, there's no entry fee or any of that stuff. It's just a lot of good time. All that we ask usually is that you have a good internet signal and you're able to get it on your phone, and you have to catch fish on camera, which is understandable. So
Yeah,
definitely is. We got 100 people in chat here, guys. I appreciate all of you. If you could please give me a thumbs up, maybe even share it out, that would be cool. Love to have you guys subscribe to the channel. Hopefully you'll see a lot more. Hey, Chad is back. There he is. Been waiting for him to come back.
Who is River Warriors? Who are the River Warriors?
River Warriors, isn't it Rogers' gang?
Oh, I don't know. If it is,
I believe it is.
beat him already.
Did somebody really time out Eric Burnside? You got to be kidding me. That guy's like this with Jesus, that you guys are asking for trouble. Going to rain down fire and brimstone on you. You guys be careful who you mess with. And speaking of that, we got a lot of people in the Catfish family that are going through some difficult time now. I want everybody to keep them in their thoughts. Plus, this time of year, there's a lot of people out there without families. There's a lot of people out there that are going through some hard time. Remember to be charitable. Remember them when you're enjoying yourself, that there are people less fortunate. And if everybody gives just a little bit, it definitely helps in this time of need. So I wanted to make sure to get that out.
Uh-oh.
And, trying to get in the giving spirit, and Chad's already talking about putting Freddie on unemployment.
How does talk about starting the year off right? Oh, you do better with a co-host, Chad, so don't do too much.
I bet you I can see some people's names in chat that'll be getting coal for Christmas. Definitely.
What?
Definitely.
Well, come here.
Who's that? Nina? Is she coming?
Yep, she's coming.
Come on, Nina. Let's get a look at the better. Let's get a look at the better looking Beck. Definitely.
I didn't.
So as you mentioned a little bit earlier, and Brian had put it on the show. We know Freddie lost, and the bet was a beard challenge, and Brian understands why I'm not having to shave it off. I will be going in January to get it trimmed up a lot shorter than it is, but thanks to Brian, I'm not going to completely get rid of it because he told me not to. So with that being said, something's coming off. So everybody knows Freddie has a mohawk.
Wait, hold on.
If you could see it.
Freddie's got a mohawk. Freddie is I'm not going to say Freddie's old, but he's an experienced gentleman like myself. But he still has enough hair to have a mohawk. Lucky son of a gun.
I got 1.5 inches or so on the sides and the back, but
so here we go. We're going to give him solo layout. Brian, you okay with that?
Yeah.
Oh, I hear clippers going too.
So as y'all can see, it's long. Go from the middle all the way back. Just take it back.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he's shaving it all the way off. Oh my God.
So while the beard's not going, since I did lose,
He just want to look. He think the bald head was the luck.
Yeah, that might be my luck for the next one. Hold up, stop, babe.
You know it is winter, right?
Oh yeah.
He always wears a hat.
So there's your show. It might not be the beer, but it's close.
Mark,
Close enough.
Put me back up on.
All right, give me a second here. We'll let him finish his haircut. If you guys are listening at home, his beautiful wife is up there shaving his head with some clippers. Man, those clippers really work good, man. I might have to touch bases with you and find out what those are, but I haven't seen as clean a shave as possible. For those of you listening on the audio, it's coming right off. We got a live. We got everybody laughing at Jack.
I don't know. She might got some bugs or something in there. Nina, you sure you need your safety glasses?
No, I got hair all the time.
You do a good job, definitely. So I figured, why not this be the last part of the show? Might as well watch Freddie get something shaved off.
I knew something was going on, but you ain't say. I said, they got something going on.
And it says, now you really look like Santa. Santa doesn't have the side shave, though. We're going to do that. With the hat on, he definitely does. Speaking of Santa, while he's getting his haircut, I believe we're going to try and have our annual Christmas show on one of our channels. It's either going to be mine, Chad's, or Panfish Nation, or Catfish Weekly. So stay tuned for details. We're trying to work that stuff out. Some other stuff came forward, so we might be doing a number of things that night. We got to figure out if we can make all that stuff fit. So stay tuned to my community tab. We'll definitely make announcements there, and we'll make announcements on the rest of the guys' channel. So it's surprising how many people after their family goes home, or they don't have a big family to celebrate with. It's nice to hang out together and share in the great night. We had a good time last year. Justin over at Justin's Fishing Fetish wore like the most crazy outfit that I adored. Pontoon Jody wants you to eat a Nutty Buddy while you're getting a haircut.
All right, there we go.
All right, look at that, clean as a whistle.
I'll just clean it up later.
All right, Brian, I'm coming back on. You ready?
Yep. All
right, welcome back.
I told him don't shave the beard. He said, "Okay, I'll shave the head then."
Hey, that's a bet. You know why you didn't make me shave my beard. We know there's a story behind it. So
absolutely,
I appreciate that. I was honored by you made me tear up on the show on the challenge after you said that. So
I wouldn't have told you if I knew you were going to do that on camera.
Well,
but I got you.
Now that he doesn't have any hair on the top of his head, you can actually make that beard bet, and he'd have to pay up with it, and he'd look like an egg.
Yeah.
Uncle Lou said, now the glare is really going to mess with his view of simulator mode on his graph. That right there is probably one of the funnier comments in chat. So good stuff.
That is two. Yeah, that's two people that had to get shaved this year.
Maybe I should bet shaving my head for that. Oh, wait a minute. I do that anyways.
And who did I say? I was messing with John Parker. Told me and him fish 1v1.
Chrissy Brown even wants to know the name of those clippers.
Well, I still got them here. These are Conair Man Yellow. We got them at Walmart. I think we got them at Walmart. They're the yellow brand with a.
Holler at your boy Freddie Beck over at Freddie's Outdoor Adventures, Conair, for the plug. He could be sponsored. He's got a lot more to shave off.
Have your people call my people.
Yeah.
Maybe so Thursday, are you and Chad gonna sit there with your hats off for the show?
Well, there's still a little stubble there, so I will be going to the bathroom to get the razor on it, because when I cut it short, I go all the way.
So there you go. There's a preview of what's going to be on the bait shop right there. Look at that. Mine's a little shinier than his. I'll take mine down to skin, but I advise that you wear sunglasses on Thursday night because it could get pretty bright. I could swear, Freddie, those look like DeWalt clippers to me, man. I thought maybe you needed those industrial ones.
Well, that's why I bought them, because they look like the DeWalt brand tools because they're black and yellow, but as you can see.
Oh, yeah, it's a good. Conair is definitely a good brand.
So.
I'm looking for a deal with Man Groomer. Maybe we'll get one of them. Then you guys are really going to have some cool video to clip and send around. Man, we have a lot of fun in the Catfish family, don't we, guys?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Whether we're talking about bacon or Papa John's bacon pizza, which I ordered this weekend, Brian, we'll talk later. Even though the I actually ordered it, and I did actually try to use that code that we talked about that didn't work. But it was fun to try.
Yeah.
And then I listened to Haz, and I got the wife that 5 cheese one. That was pretty good. But I do have to say my bacon's better than theirs. No offense, Papa John's, but here we go. What do we got here?
Had to get bacon in there.
Bacon.
Had to get it in there.
I think Nina said that was his initiation to the catfish community.
Bald
pretty much.
Bald head and a beard.
We got people putting bacon pizza emojis up everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Once they get started, once you mention that word, man, everybody loves it. All right. So some of the things we might be looking forward to in the next months to come is a bait shop battle, 1 versus 1. Maybe we got to get Chad versus Freddie. Maybe, right? Is that what you're thinking about, Brian?
No.
You want
old bait shop cast.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're going to take the whole one on. It's going to be 2 versus 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. That's going to be fun. You hear that, Chad? It sounds to me like you're saying they can't fish worth a lick.
I'm just going to say they better bring the A game. That's all I'm going to say.
What if they tell you can't fish the Potomac? What are you going to do then?
Well, I ain't going to fish. I'm not traveling miles and miles to go fish when I can go 10 miles to the water.
Chad says, bring it on, Captain Sissy Pants. No, we're not going to say that on the podcast, Jody. Brian B. Catfishing is his channel name. Think of the initials for his channel. That's the discount code. Try that and see what happens. Yeah. No, I'm never going to get that Papa John sponsorship, but that's okay. I don't got many sponsorships anyways. If there's any sponsors out there listening, I promise I'll behave if you sponsor me. So holler at your boy. All right, everybody. I really appreciate you. We're coming up on an hour. You guys are awesome. I want to thank you guys for making me part of this event. We had a real good time on Saturday. I had fun. I'm looking forward to doing a lot more of these stuff with everybody out there, and not just hosting them, but watching them and going there, going to other channels and watching them. So I really appreciate you. I want to thank you for spending your time with us. I want to thank everybody in chat. I really appreciate you. We had a lot of people in here today. I want to thank everybody. Brian told he already used the snipper, so I mean he's kind of done. I want to thank everybody again in chat. And most important, I want to wish everybody a happy holiday season. Keep an eye out on everybody's community tabs to see what's going on with the Christmas show. I'm pretty sure we are doing something. I know there might be something else me and Lyle are involved in that we're going to have a talk about. Hey, look at that. He's got a camo Santa hat. I got one, but not a camo one. If you guys are listening at home, I have my little Santa with his catfish and crappie hat up there. Oh, one more thing. The catfish and crappie hats are on their way. Bad news is I think they might all be spoken for, unbelievably so. So I'll see. I'll let you guys know. I'll give members first dibs at them. Hopefully we can get that stuff done and out the door. I apologize it's taking so long, but it is out of my control. So thank you, everybody, again, for your time, spending your Monday nights with us. Have a blessed week. Have a great Christmas weekend. If you don't celebrate Christmas, have a great holiday season. Hopefully you guys find what you're looking for and make life good. Go fishing. How do you like that new tagline?
I like that.
All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.